There's an idea that, it's in our culture that, beauty on the inside makes you beautiful on the outside. But cosmetic surgery turns that upside down, and they basically say, if we make you beautiful on the outside, it will fix your inside. Over time, I really started to see that cosmetic surgery was sort of the ultimate expression of what it felt like to be the person who wanted to be more beautiful. I began in the beauty industry around the age of 8. My parents took me to a local children's beauty pageant. There happened to be a woman visiting from New York who was a model scout, and she came up to my parents in the lobby and asked them if they'd ever thought of getting me into modeling. I went from being a regular, everyday suburban child from the Midwest to living at the Barbizon Hotel in New York City and doing catalogs and working for Ford models. When I went back to school in my late 20s, I discovered photography. Changes to our lives. I suddenly was the person behind the camera, and I shoot with a large format 4x5 camera. So not only is, am I hidden, I have a black cloth over my head, and I really kind of disappear into this other space. I really started to think very much about, things that were personally passionate to me. No, these days will take you. And I would email doctors just from seeing their name in a magazine and ask if I could shoot their offices. So the whole project really became about both trying to communicate how I felt inside these spaces. That's why the reason the lighting is very dramatic. I actually used all the available surgery lights while I was shooting because I really wanted to sort of get to a place that you, as a viewer, could get the sense of both the attractive beauty quality of these spaces, but also that they were frightening. When you get surgery, you're still going under anesthesia, there are risks. Certainly in modern technology, it's much safer than it has ever been, but at the same time, these places offer something that is both emotionally charged and physically dangerous. In the United States, there's very little funding for art, and the cost of being an artist is quite high. Almost every artist I know has a full-time job. Unfortunately, in order to make a book that isn't necessarily the most commercial or straightforward book, I have to come up with the money to self-finance it. So what's kind of amazing to me about Kickstarter is you're really giving an opportunity to younger people or people starting out as artists or even mid-career artists to make work they really believe in. Some of the things I'm offering my Kickstarter supporters. Every single person who supports the project's name will be included. I have a special section in the book for all my supporters because I really want to make sure you're included in the project as a thank you. I'm pre-selling the book, so you will have an opportunity to get the book before anyone else. Kickstarter supporters will have it shipped to them first. One of the reasons I wanted to do Kickstarter is it felt like a way to really open the project up to a larger audience. So by buying the book, by getting your reward and supporting the project, you're actually having a chance to find out about it, which you might not have another way.